Ooh, yes! Barely! Oh, this is so clutch. Oh. Topspin and Terromander, very interesting bots that are very underutilized. They can do heavy single target damage, some complementary AoE damage, and of course they apply damage reduction to enemies, which is quite a hefty number and for quite a decent amount of time. Now they also have a combo with Skylinks, and that would be Blitzwing for the Decepticons. However, I would not really recommend to use them for that combo because it's a bit underwhelming. Instead, I'm gonna show you a couple other combos that do much better work. Now, mine is only corporal rank, so it's just ranked up once and level 65. Of course, I will show you maxed out stats a little bit later, but for the build, I'm gonna be showing him with Amalgamous Prime, and the reason why is his ability damage will be increased by 15%, and healing is just complementary, nothing. Basically, I just want the ability damage increase. As for the cores, you know, aside from Amalgamous, he would also really work decently. He can work with Nexus, you know, he can work with Prima. Absolutely. And I suppose he can use Micronus if you have a team that is mostly range based. But otherwise, aside from Prime Course, you have his G1 as an option. Let me just find it here. So every 20 seconds you throw a cloud producing grenade that lowers enemy damage by 50% for 5 seconds. Uptime is very low, it's only 25% uptime, so I'm not really sold on it. And it also increases your health by at maximum 15.5% if you have the G Metal core maxed out. But yeah, otherwise I would go with I enjoy the build that I have over here. And for combats, there isn't that much of a choice. Nightstick and Fracas are definitely the best bet because they're just so good. But also, Cosmic Cross Blaster also works to kind of amplify the damage of your entire squad. And there are only two more alternatives that are definitely weaker. That would be Flak and Crater Maker. Because they also put them at range and they do fairly decent damage. And of course you have Peacemaker and Tip Top, who are pretty much a Flak and Crater Maker side guides. Other combats I would really not recommend because you want him to be at a decent range away from the zone, because otherwise the shorter the range, the more suicidal the bot is, especially a squishy bot like this one. So when it comes to guns, absolutely I'm gonna have to tell you to try out these guns for sure. And here are stats from fully maxed out one at captain rank, because I think that other two ranks are really out of this world and unrealistic. So yeah, here's at captain rank, you know, we are looking at a fairly balanced number of stats, you know, almost 11,000 damage, and of course it goes up by 15% from Amalgamous. It can really hit hard. Here we have base 1, of course Prime League hard mode, and of course it's against Prime, so let me I think I'll use White Kremzik to have easier time taking out the shield gen. So of course the usual start with pipes. So he can take the motion, no motion sensing, okay, that's unusual. Let's go with my usual combo. Let's do this to do some heavy damage over there. A bit bulkier. Okay, and then let's do this. Let's deploy Rook. Okay, now let's deploy Leo here and have Leo clean this up for the sake of pathing. And let's finally also deploy Trax. Okay. Now, let's wait a little. Let's give it a little bit of weight, okay? Perhaps snipe this down. want to save my Titan ability. Okay, now let's use... let's do this. Oh crap, I'm not sure where I casted. I casted correctly, okay. And boom. This blew it up. But I don't think the air raid's ability was quite there. I think I messed up the timing in my rush. Let's do this. Let's do heavy damage. Let's take out this Micronus. Now let's just wait. Let's also pop this. I don't want to flex with combiner. Let's just do a combiner because I messed up. If I wouldn't have messed up, I could try combinerless, but I didn't do good. Okay, now I'm gonna have to cast the 4-star ability. Let's nuke this area. Let's take out those critical points. Also, let's damage leash as much as possible. Also take out Megatronus. Or not. Now let's heal up as much as possible first. Yeah, and the rest should be of walk, pretty much. Okay, I think that's pretty much it, yeah. Okay, that's base 1. And Topspin, again, he can do a lot of single target damage. But I do have some, you know, I just, I tend to make mistakes when I am playing like this. This is base 2, and it's not quite what I'm used to. This is a very different base than what is popular. Let's start with pipes. As usual, he can do his thing. Okay. I'm gonna deploy these guys a little bit in the back. Like this. And just get a tad bit closer. A little closer, air raid, please. Please. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Let's do this as well. Now can get a lot of energy here. But I can also deal some heavy damage here as well. So let's do that. Let's nail it down. Okay. Let's deploy Rook. Optimal here. Clean up for the sake of pathing. I don't want to pop too early. We go here with pipes. Okay, I guess I can slowly pick off Beach. He's not a problem when he's alone. The problem is when he is ganged up. Let's just get a little closer. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. Boom. Let's finish up. That's my Cronus. We don't want the base to heal up. Let's also go here. And trigger, come on. Now let's drop Rook. Why is this not dying? Okay, now it's down. Okay. I'm gonna save energy. Let me rush here as well. Let's pop everything. Now let's drop Combiner. Phew. A bit of unusual layout. I'm just not familiar with it. Let's go here, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm losing my Titan, but whatever. Do some heavy damage with Skyer in here. He can deal heavy damage to outposts, absolutely. Do want to heal up. And I'm low on timer. Which bot is this? Okay, the bot is down. I have concerns about timing out now. I guess I played a little bit too carefully. Come on, guys. Come on. Heavy damage. Come on. So close, come on. This was so clutch. Wow. Yeah, the base that I'm just not familiar with. But yeah, okay. Very clutch. Here we have base 3. And it's also very unorthodox. But I guess same strategy could apply. Hopefully this time I won't be so clutch. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here as well. Drop these guys like this. Let's... Okay, I guess my... Okay, I get it. This base is meant to mess with the pathing. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay. And my smoke is now not able to trigger. It's very unfortunate he got MSM'd. But hopefully we can salvage this. Let's nuke. My Minerva is too low health. I will have to drop a combiner. Let's do heavy damage here. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's let's damage enemy Titan as much as possible. The enemy combiner is down, so the after that effect is gone at least. Now let's go here. With you, let's do this. Minerva, heal up. take this out as well. Not the best moment. Beach got popped in a very unfortunate situation. I messed up heavily because of that. But that's a problem of playing without replays. I'm kind of my own. Let's do damage here. And let's rely on pipes to tank. And other bots to just clean up. Again, now it's especially hard without a healer. But we got it, okay. Also clutch. But we got it, okay. The beach combo pop was the biggest issue. I should have definitely popped him first because that was just very unfortunate, but I'm glad that I pulled it off. And here we have base 4 from one and only Yoda. So let's go, hard battle. I'm absolutely taking Ruination this time around. I don't want to risk, you know, it's Yoda after all. But I think the layout is more of an orthodox layout that I'm used to. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with pipes in the back. Okay. Rush here. Okay. Wait for the spider mines to... Okay, now let's deploy Rook as well. And let's deploy these guys. And let me take this out. I also want to take out this Quintus. It can be a big problem. Okay. Let's do this. Let's also do this. Let's pop this outpost as well. And let's deal damage to enemy Titan. Okay, I'm gonna just slowly play now because they should be able to dispatch of the bottom part, the outpost that is. But of course I have to pay attention to timing. And my Leo is having a really wacky pathing. I do not like that. Honestly, my Titan will lose, so might as well just do damage here. Let's take out this antidote. Let's also do this. Take out that liege and surrounding buildings. That should have taken it out, but it did not. Okay. I need my tops to get a little bit closer to take down that children. I'm wasting too much time. Think we can finally do it? We can. Let's do it. Take down the shield gen. Let's double down with this. and go into ruination. Let's do this. And this. Let's heal up. I'm just so stressed out. But I assume this is General Beachcomber and he is just not dying. Let's take down the Amalgamas. I should have done this sooner. I wasted too much time. The pathing of this base is definitely wonky. Let's go with pipes. Come on. I will probably time out. Ooh, yes! Barely! Oh. This is so clutch. Oh. Yeah, I do have... This layout definitely causes problems, and Trypticon, the slowdown that he applies can definitely be a huge problem. But okay, despite the misplays, I pulled it off. So only one base left and I can have a 300 hopefully against Prime. Now for the base 5, unfortunately it won't be at 800. I failed base stay all 3 times, mainly because the strategy that I've shown previously does not really work on front-loaded bases. So instead I'm gonna use a different strategy, and this is the layout. And luckily I do have an alliance member with a layout that is almost exactly the same. So you know, we're gonna put an attempt against his layout, and I took out Rook because I don't think he's very necessary here. Instead I'm gonna use Sea Spray, who is Octopunch for Decepticons, to create an opening. I also took SG Jetfire, who is SG Thundercracker for Decepticons. He will be necessary when it comes to taking down the Shield Gen, and I took the Titan Beam so I can get some extra energy in the back. So I will start with Sea Spray. He has Sidetrack, who is Growl for Decepticons, mainly for a sort of sacrifice strategy type of thing to pop outposts. So I'm gonna do one wave on this side, other wave on this side, because I really want to take down this Amalgamas. And cast twice. Perfect. We deploy pipes now. Let me also use Titan ability here to gain extra energy. I'm gonna deploy the rest of the squad. And I want to take down the Shield Gen, so let's take it down. Can I make some extra energy over there? Okay. You can do this. And you can do this. And execute here. Now I will also, let's heal up and play some smoke to improve survivability. Let's get more energy by attacking here. That Deluge is so hard to kill. I have an entire team with Pr1me, a Cosmic Cross Blaster 5-star, 2 Nightsticks, a Top Shot, everything, and Bastard is just not dropping. So I really can't wait for his nerf. It's gonna be a good nerf. Let's do this. I suppose I can do some damage over here to gain extra energy, or maybe here. Let's go with pipes now here. Let's execute it Megatronus, because it can be too much of a problem. Okay. Now let's hit this with the Topspin again, because he decreases damage dealt by affected targets. And let's now go here with pipes. And let's use Titan ability here for more extra energy. And let's cast Minerva's healing ability to just make sure. And this should really be, you know, sufficient. Yeah. So that ends up working. Unfortunately, I lost air raid, but it just depends. Sometimes you play better, sometimes you don't. And again, when I am playing live and explaining things that I do, I definitely do not play as good as when I'm really focused, when you know I'm just not doing it. But yeah, I guess that kind of helps and kind of can show you ways in which Topspin and Terromander can be used, because I think they have a lot of potential and they're definitely bots that can do quite a decent number of things. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you stayed until the end, I hope it was of help, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.